We're at the Butte-Lawrence County Fair with Chad Mackaben. Talk about this week's events. Chad, the fair has quite a history.
Yeah, it does. This will be the 105th Butte County Fair and the 45th Butte-Lawrence County Fair. So when Lawrence County come over 45 years ago now, it's probably the best thing that happened to help us get a sizable fair. We get more numbers. We're now pulling kids from 2 to 3 states, and we'll have kids here from 6 or 7 different counties. It's a big event for the kids, and that's the whole purpose of everything, is putting on something for the kids.
Yeah, a lot of exhibits and livestock, different things going on. Let's start with Tuesday.
Okay, so Tuesday morning is when we do all the static exhibits. So this building behind us they'll bring in all their crafts, all their cooking, all their clothing, all that. That'll check in Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon is when all the livestock come in and check in. So we do, some of the livestock have rate of gain contest or carcass contest. We'll do all the scanning, all that stuff that night. As the shows start, Wednesday we'll have 2 goat shows, a dairy goat show, a meat goat show, we'll have a dairy cattle show, and then Wednesday night we have the pig show, and then following the pig show we have a pig wrestling contest for all the kids that's put on by the local wrestling clubs. Then Thursday is sheep day. We'll probably have one of the biggest sheep shows around. We'll have about north of 150 sheep in the sheep show. Thursday night is a free barbecue put on by Butte Electric and West River Cooperative Telephone. And then after that, there's a catch a sheep contest for all the kids ages, I think it's 10 to 14. And what that is it's a program that the kids have to come back the next year and show the sheep for 2 years, but they'll award six sheep to kids that can catch them, get them drug out of the pen into a different pen. There's also a ranch rodeo. There'll be a band playing that night also. And then Friday is beef day, so we'll have a beef show. And then Friday afternoon, we do what's called a round robin. And in the round robin, we'll have the showmanship from all the big species and all the little species show against each other, species to species. So they have to show all the species, and then they win a buckle to win that. And then that night is also kind of the reward for the kids, more or less. So we have a livestock sale where all the kids get to sell one animal. There'll be, all kinds of businesses, everything. We got a whole committee of people that put that on. Then we'll have a band also that night. After the sale, there'll be a barbecue put on that night by CBH and the sale committee also. And then a couple things that are kind of unique. This year will be the first year that they're also going to mimic the catch a sheep. They're going to do one in the goat contest, where we had a family step forward to donate goats for the first 4 years. And then the 4th year, that kid that won it the first year has to donate it back to keep the meat goat side of it. There's also a Heifers for 4-H program that my family started after Storm Atlas. So it's been 13 or 14 years now that's been going, that does the exact same thing with a heifer calf. We give a heifer calf away every year too to a kid, but they got to show for the 4 years. The 4th year they have to donate one back to the program to keep it rolling. There's a lot of things really unique about our fair. It's a week long. On Saturday is what we call the NFR, and it's the Nisland Fair Youth Rodeo. So that's open to any youth that want to come down to the rodeo. They put on a little kid rodeo play day thing on Saturday. That's also the day all the kids get to start rounding up all their projects, cleaning all their pins, and by Sunday morning it's pretty much empty down here again.
Really a great week for the kids.
It's all about the kids. There's a fishing tournament. I forgot to bring that up. I think that's Wednesday morning. The river's right here. The river's run right through the fairgrounds. So we have a fishing tournament that's open to any kid. They don't have to be in 4-H. And that's something I do want to bring up. It was based and started around 4-H, but the reality of this, any kid can be involved. There's what they call open class, which is it can be adults, it can be grandmas, it can be grandpas, it could be kids 3 years old, 2 years old, that can show to any exhibits, whether it be any cooking, any crafts, anything. And that they have open class in all the animals too. So there's also a rabbit show, there's a chicken show. I think them are Thursday. We have a small companion animal show, which is like the cats. There's a companion animal, the chickens, the rabbits, all species of animals, more or less. When it's all said and done, we'll probably have right next to 800 to 900 animals, and we'll have about 600 exhibits of the kids, just in crafts and all the rest of them. I have not got the final numbers yet, but that's usually where we come in over the 10 years I've been involved.
And Chad, how about improvements here at the fairgrounds?
Okay, so the improvements, obviously after the hail, I think it was in 17 or 18, we re-sided all the buildings. We put $350,000 into the buildings down here alone. We just got done rewiring the pavilion behind us, this 100-year-old building. We updated the wiring in it. Now our next step will probably start after the fair. We will actually start re-siding it. It is on the Historical Society, so it does have to go back the way it is. So it's going to be a pretty big project, but we're going to at least do the front 3 sides where the weather damage is the worst. And then we're going to try and work year by year. We're going to tin the rest of the wood buildings to get the wood covered up and to reserve all the wood. But there's work going on everywhere. The arena, we just started that 3 years ago. Took down an old wood arena. It's now all metal. Thanks to Farm Credit with a $25,000 grant. Got most of the materials bought and then volunteers. We still have the back pins to get done. We got most of it set up. We just got to get the labor into it. The pig barn down on the other end, we just got done rebuilding this year. We completely remodeled everything in there. The goat barn's all redone. We're going to do some upgrades to some water in the beef and sheep deal, but there's always upgrades happening. That's every year, year-round.
Well, Chad, thanks for visiting. Look forward to a great week here in Nisland.
I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate the opportunity.